Thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. Look, this is really important. If you filed a claim, you have something in process, the VA is still experiencing major issues with tracking and following and making sure that your claim is moving along appropriately. If you've been waiting for a long time, right? And I mean, that's all relative, right? If you filed for 40 different things, it's going to take you longer than if you filed for 2 things. But the bottom line is that claims are getting lost in the system. There's issues. There's all kinds of technical issues that are happening. A while back, I did a video on the 32,000 claims that were effective, and the VA said that they've rectified it. They've contacted everybody. They've sent out letters, and they'll send out more letters, blah, blah, blah. This is beyond that. There's new information regarding your benefits claims for disability compensation and how they are having technical issues. I found this article on Military Times. It just came out a couple days ago, and I want to share it with you because it's that important so you can make sure that A, either if you filed something and it's in process, double check it. Number 2, if you've had something, I'm just going to throw it out there. If you've had a claim decided, you might want to just double check that they've calculated the correct back pay, that type of stuff. You can request an audit from the VA on your file to make sure that they, did the right back pay and all that stuff. And also, if you're planning to file a claim, you need to be aware of this stuff. So let's jump into it with the headline here. The headline is More Technical Problems Found Within VA's Disability Claim System. And again, this just came out a couple days ago on September 6th. So hang on with me. Follow me through this. It's very important information. Hit the thumbs up. It helps to push it out to everybody. And subscribe if you haven't. If you want to support the channel more, you can definitely join as a member. Becoming a member helps me find you in the comments as well. So let's jump into this. So again, more technical problems found within the VA's disability claim system. Veterans Affairs officials on Wednesday acknowledged additional technical problems within the department's online disability claims filing process that affected tens of thousands more veterans than previously reported. Tens of thousands of more veterans than previously reported, raising new concerns about the reliability of the system. No kidding. The news comes less than 2 weeks after VA leaders announced that about 32,000 disability claims had been lost in the computer system for several months or even years. And if I remember right, it was back to like 2018 on those because of similar technical glitches. We are taking immediate action to resolve these issues, prevent them from happening again in the future, and contact all those impacted by them, VA Press Secretary Terrence Hayes said in a statement. While these issues were limited to a small percentage of veterans, it's unacceptable for even one veteran to be delayed due to technical issues. We will make sure that no veterans' benefits or appeals are negatively impacted by our errors. Look, at the end of the day, nobody is going to care more about your claim than you. If you've been waiting a while, and look, it's relative. If you filed for 40 different conditions and it's been 10 months, it's going to take you longer. If you filed for one condition or 2 or 3 or 4 and you've been waiting 10 months, you should probably call and check, right? If you haven't received anything, if you haven't noticed anything moving on the little ticker in the va.gov website to track your claim process, call the VA and poke the bear so you can make sure that your claim keeps moving. Because look, they're not going, oh, where's John Doe or Jane Smith's claim? Did they, is it moving along? You're just another claim moving through the system. So if it's moving or not way faster than they're going to figure it out, obviously, right? So moving on. Wednesday's announcement includes nearly 57,000 additional cases. Most involve veterans who tried to add or remove dependents to their existing disability claims. So if you filed for, hey, let me add, I'm over 30% now, I need to add my wife and my kids or whatever. So I put in that form and I've been waiting for 5 months, 8 months, however long I've been waiting. Look, it shouldn't take the VA more than 2 or 3 months to process that sort of a claim. Usually it's somewhere between 2 to 3 months at the most. So make the call. 57,000 additional cases. It says most, again, most. So there's other types of claims, right? So don't be thinking that if you're not this, that it's everything. So most involve veterans who tried to add or remove dependents to their existing disability claims, moves that could have changed their monthly payouts by several hundreds of dollars a year. Several thousands. Yeah, several $1,000s a year. Yes. Some of these cases have been left unaddressed since the VA.gov filing system went online in 2011. 2011. Some of these cases have been left unaddressed since the VA.gov filing system went online in 2011. Although department officials could not say how many were more than a decade old. This is horrendous. This is probably, and I already know that a lot of people aren't even gonna be aware of this. Okay, and that's what's so sad. If you're still hanging on, and you haven't hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up, because it's going to help push this information out further. People need to know. I have heard many times, hey, I put my claim in, or I put this in, and it's been a very long time. It's been years. You might be one of these additional 57,000 cases, right? So very, very important that we work together to make sure that we get this information out to everybody. This is my little moment to stand on that soapbox and just ask you to please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and let's get this information out there. There are many situations in which the VA cruises past something and they don't go back, and this is evidenced right here. The fact that they said that there are, I'm going to repeat it one more time here, and I don't really like to say the word repeat. I'll say again, right? I'll say again, some of the cases have been left unaddressed since the VA.gov filing system went online in 2011. That's 12 years ago. Although department officials could not say how many were more than a decade, more than 10 years old, right? So that means there are some that are more than 10 years old still sitting in the system. And here's the thing. Yes, they're going to send you a mail, something in the mail. But like I said in these other videos, I've received other people's mail in my mail. And other people have received my mail in their mail. And sometimes I get that mail from them. And who knows if sometimes it accidentally gets thrown away because somebody thinks that it's garbage or junk mail. So don't rely on getting something from the VA. If you've been waiting for a long time, call the VA and say, hey, I need to know what's going on with my claim. It's been 10 years, right? Push them. Reach out to your congressional member. Get them involved to at least poke the VA and get them to look and see what the status is. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.